Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Thank you for coming back for another day of Tesla analysis. Today we will go over Tesla chart from a very exciting day. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing as well as check out my Patreon page. A lot of you have been asking about the volume script for my chart here, and I will be sharing my volume script over on my Patreon page within the next couple of days or so. Without further ado, let's get right into it. We have a lot to cover today. So for starter, today's Tesla's volume was 165%, which was really good for the day. 2 hours into the trading day, Tesla was already trading at around 90% in volume. Tesla ended the day at $800.77. Even though this is not a big number compared to its previous high, I could tell you that the reversal candle today was really violent and coupled with volume. I think we have an initial sign, but a very certain sign that reversal is forthcoming. Yesterday, Tesla ended the day at $762, and today it ended the day at $800. So that is only about $36, $37 here, better than yesterday, but the magnitude of an upcoming bull run is very different between yesterday and today. In other words, I think that Tesla has signaled strongly that it will reverse. So is the rest of the technology sector. Before looking at the rest of the chart for Tesla, let's go to the QQQ technology sector so we can understand the macroeconomics environment and the chart of the technology sector a little bit better. QQQ also bounced back really hard with the volume at 144%. The volume is predominantly buy volume today, and QQQ sure hit oversold yesterday with a strong bounce today. So today, even though it was only about 3.36% higher than yesterday, the magnitude of the move was from $318 in the morning all the way up to $340. So effectively, QQQ filled the gap and reversed back to almost the highest point of yesterday's opening. So once again, even though from a dollar amount perspective, we're not seeing any major gain from yesterday to today, the magnitude of the move today and the behavior of the overall market today very much tells me that we are looking at a reversal. However, the only thing that I would be cautious is that a death cross is about to be formed here for the QQQ, and if it does form there, supposedly we should have more downturn in the future. At any rate, I think we have a temporary reversal coming up. Whether this is a long-lasting reversal that will get the QQ back to above 50 days SMA at 370 or not, we don't know. However, I think that it should be between consolidating and moving up from here. S&P 500 telling us almost the same story here. It touches $411 in the morning and bounced really hard back. Volumes predominantly buy volume, and the total volume for today was 167% of buy volume. That signals very strong buy in the market. So again, it confirms my thought that we should be reversing from here. Tomorrow, I would like to see both the QQQ and Spider to consolidate right around the top of today's ending. So between $420 to $428, but it could very well gap up in the morning given the momentum right now with all the bulls back in the house. I will have to gauge after tomorrow to see whether or not this is a long-lasting bounce or if it's just a temporary bounce, but for right now, it is a reason for the bulls to celebrate. Back to Tesla here. Let me go to the hourly chart. So here you can see that Tesla, ever since it opened, it moved down below the pivot points a little bit, but starting the first hour or so, it already bounced all the way up and then hit the middle pivot point at 787. And then it ended the day above 50 weeks SMA, which is this white bold dotted line here. And it ended the day at $800. I had mentioned a couple of days ago that 796 is a very strong support, and I was really sad to see Tesla lost that support yesterday. But today it's really refreshing to see that it also bounced back and reclaimed that support level. The next thing we want Tesla to do is to reclaim $836, which is 200 days SMA, for us to have any hope that it will continue to go bullish. Right now on the hourly chart, those we do see a little bit of overbought situation on the RSI. So I think that we could potentially move down a little bit in the morning and then bounce back up. I would observe 796 right now. The pivot points for tomorrow on the upper end, coincidentally, at $836, which is right at 200 days SMA. Middle pivot point is 766, and the bottom pivot point is $665. So for tomorrow, if Tesla has a gap down, I expect the middle pivot point here, 768, is a very strong support. If Tesla opens flat, I also think that Tesla could tip down a little bit before moving back up. If Tesla gaps up, however, 836 is now a resistance for Tesla until it can get well above that. If Tesla can reclaim 836 by the end of tomorrow and stay above that, then we have every reason to believe that Tesla will continue to go back up. But for right now, I think 836, 796, and the middle pivot point at 767 serve as very strong guidance for Tesla trading range tomorrow. I don't know if Tesla necessarily will go back down here. It is $664, the bottom pivot point. If it does go back down here, I would be cautious, right? Because that means that the bears still have control. For all intents and purposes, I think the bears still have control, but the bulls did make a really good run today, and hopefully they can capitalize on that momentum to strike forward even further tomorrow. And I'm going to be using these three lines as my trading guidelines for tomorrow. Looking at the weekly chart here, tomorrow is Friday, which is the last day of the week. So how Tesla ends tomorrow is very, very important. So you see this weekly candle right here with a very long tail at the bottom. That is a reversing candle on the weekly. So it potentially is reversing the longer term trend here, which is very, very good for the bulls. Now, I'd like to see Tesla ends the week above $836. If Tesla somehow ends the week at $850, it will have a green long tail hammer type candle, and that's definitely a confirmation of reversal in my mind. So I would be super excited, and then the next stop for Tesla would be $904 if Tesla somehow can add another $50 to today's pricing. It's not too late to buy Tesla shares, in my opinion. I'm certainly going to be buying because I think that at this level, if it does reverse, we should see the 900 and the 1000 back really soon here. I am receiving a lot of notification for my potential delivery of the Tesla in the next few days, so we'll see how that goes. I hope to be able to take delivery and show you guys the car, but it does seem like Tesla is pushing really hard to deliver for the next few days, and so hopefully it's going to work out. Let's take a look at some leap call options here if you are interested in holding Tesla longer term, right? So if you look at January of 2024, right now, the strike should be somewhere in the $900 to $1,000 or even more than that, in my opinion, if you were to want a leap call option, because Tesla is presenting a very unique opportunity to buy the $1,000 or $1,050 strike price. Unlike the past when it was trading around, $1,000 or $1,100, these strikes were really expensive. So now we get a much better premium. So $1,000 strike price for January of 2024 is right now trading at around $20,000, give or take. When I last looked at it early this morning before the reversal, it was around $1,600. So it has already been inflated by $4,000 given the bullish price action for Tesla today. If Tesla were to move down tomorrow a little bit, right around the middle pivot point that I shared with you guys earlier, hopefully this number will go down by 1,000 or 2,000, then that would be a good entry point, in my opinion, for $1,000 strike. $1,050 strike would be around $18,000, give or take. So that is also a decent odd for buying about a year and a half out of expiration. And I think that Tesla would easily hit $1,050. In my estimation, without the numbers in front of me, Tesla should be back to 1243 by the end of the year if everything else cooperates. And then Tesla should easily surpass that number once the year concludes and people can see how much capacity Austin can add to Tesla. You can also look at $1,100 strike price. That is right around $17,000 right now. The spread is a little big, so you kind of want to wait for Tesla to correct itself a little bit before entering a bid, in my opinion. If you look at September 2023, $1,000 strike price right now is about $17,000 midpoint here, and $1,050 is around 16 or 15. Is around 15,500 right now. Also not a bad idea. This is about a year and a half out for us to wait for Tesla. It gives Tesla the entire year of 2022 to capture production and delivery stemming from both Austin and Berlin, which I think the number is going to be ginormous, and a lot of people have underestimated how much these gigafactories could deliver. Keep in mind that Shanghai was the first gigafactory that was built. Fremont was not and is not a gigafactory. So if you're looking at 2 gigafactories coming online in 2022, plus one pre-existing gigafactory, which is Giga Shanghai, already in production, that can be a eye-opening number for the rest of the analysts on Wall Street by the end of this year, if not sooner. So I am still very bullish on Tesla, and I think this is a good opportunity for me to consider call options. I did place an order before the market closed. It did not go through since I was bargaining a little bit with the option range there. But I do think that if tomorrow Tesla consolidates or has a gap down, I would probably enter a call option. Now, if Tesla gaps up, I would still wait because Tesla has the tendency to fill the gap. So it is possible that it will fill the gap before going higher if it does go higher. So in that case, I would wait for it to close the gap before entering call options. And if that's the case, the call option is probably going to be priced around the same level here. So this is it for this video. I hope you find the information helpful. I hope you are as excited as I am when it comes to Tesla. And despite the fact that Tesla has been moving down vigorously over the last few weeks, it is the only stock that I'm looking forward to buying more. If you have not joined my Patreon page, check that out below. I hope that we can navigate the next bull run together and make profit together. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you there. Bye.